Hey guys, it's me Venom, and today we're going to be doing my Tournament of Power Round 5, which is the second and last of the intermission rounds, as I consider them. And if you stayed all the way to the end of last episode, you knew who we were fighting, but if you didn't and you're just joining us now, last time on my Tournament of Power, we fought Nappa, which I gave an explanation to why, but I'll give it again in a brief summary. Okay, so before I fought Nappa, we fought Super Boo, which was the last of the original Dragon Ball Z villains. And then last round in this one will be smaller villains that were in Z that were a big threat at the time. But now, after this, we're going to be going through at least one movie villain, and the rest would be big villains from Super, one that was introduced for me in this game, Xenoverse, and one or two Dragon Ball GT villains. But right now, we are going to get to fighting Captain Ginyu of the Ginyu Force. Yay, Ginyu! So yeah, let's get ready to do that. This is gonna be fun. I can already feel it. Okay.
I'll show you!
Let's hope Ginyu's not the one that kills me. And since he was introduced on Namek, that's where we're gonna fight him. Huh. I don't think I fought Frieza on Namek when I did him. Oh no, I might have to recheck the last video. Other than that, let round 1 of round 5 begin. So far, so good. And just like every other opponent in the Tournament of Power so far, I've given a brief, or depending on how much history they had, lengthy version of their story. Okay, so for Captain Ginyu, from all that we know, or at least all that I know, is that's his real name. Because he's... Okay, that was almost actually really bad. I'm going to tell you guys what just happened before I get back to, the fight and history explanation. That move he was about to use on me was his body swapping technique, which is his natural ability, not something that he learned. Like all the Ginyu Force members, they all have a natural ability that they can do. Like I know Guldo can freeze time, and Jeese and Berter are crazy fast. I forget what Raccoon could do. That's besides the point. Okay, so Ginyu's body swapping technique is where he swaps your mind, so you can only use techniques that your opponent has used, but your mind is still your own, but you don't know any of your own stuff.
I'll show you.
So yeah. That's enough about what Ginyu can do, and let's get back to his story. Captain Ginyu. From what I was told throughout Z and everything, we never knew where he came from. All we know is he's one of Frieza's elite soldiers of his elite fighting force, which is known as the Ginyu Force. As his name implies, he is the captain of said force. So yeah, Captain Ginyu himself was actually pretty powerful when they first fought him, like the rest, but as soon as Goku showed up, the Ginyu Force was just torn to shreds. Guldo was already dead. Uh-oh. Ah, he body swapped me. Darn it! Darn it, Ginyu! I got caught in his body swapping technique. So yeah, guys, this might be a little confusing, but I'm actually in Ginyu's body and he's in mine. Oh no, I can't use the body swapping technique again. And the reason my health is so low is because however much damage Ginyu has when he swaps will be... Basically, his health was low, and now my health is low because he swapped while his health was low. No! Darn it. I will consider that a loss because I was in Captain Ginyu's body. Now back to the story. Sorry, I keep getting distracted because I gotta focus on the fight as well. Okay, so this one's not gonna be a clean sweep like the rest of them. Ooh boy. So yeah. The reason the Ginyu Force was ever introduced is because Frieza was somewhat desperate. Because Zarbon and Dodoria, I'm pretty sure they were still around, but were having issues with the Z Fighters. So Frieza called in his... Basically, most people would call them rip-offs of the Power Rangers, and even they made that joke at some point in the Abridged, I think. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, the Ginyu Force is the best of the best for Frieza's army during the Namek Saga. Come on, Ginyu. Oh boy, Ginyu's giving me a hard time. So yeah, once... Even Vegeta, at the time, was afraid of the Ginyu Force. He knew what they were capable of. And then Goku showed up after getting healed and completely wrecked them entirely. I think even Gohan tried to fight them but was outclassed. So yeah. Other than that, there's not much to say about Ginyu. Then he's the leader of the Frieza Force knockoff of the Power Rangers, and that he can uses special little body swapping technique to get himself either into a body of his opponent, which is stronger than him, or which is a way for him to escape something. Which I think I just repeated that. Okay.
Captain will take care of this.
But yeah. Near the end of the Ginyu Force Saga, mini-saga within the Namek Saga of it in Z, Ginyu actually did his body swapping technique and got trapped in a frog. Because Goku threw a frog up in the air, which was actually pretty funny. Okay, Ginyu, what you gonna do? Okay, so far for Ginyu, I have won almost all of mine except for one. So this is gonna be a 6-to-1 ratio for the match for him. But I don't know, I think the rest of my opponents in the tournament so far are definitely going to give me some problems. Yeah, I know these two of them are going to give me issues. But they're near the end, so... And I'm not going to tell you guys who they are. You're just going to have to find out. Let's see. So far, I won round 1. Round 2, I lost. Round 3, I won. Just won this one. Okay. Wow, this actually is moving pretty fast. Jeez, Ginyu. You are not lasting against me very long. So yeah, if you don't know what the rest of the Ginyu Force looks like, here's Recoome. He's really big, but he dances girly. And here's him by the end of his fight with Goku, just trashed. And here's Jeez. For some reason he has an Australian accent. I never understood that part, but yeah, he's nicknamed the Ginyu Force Red Magma. I guess because he's... I forget the joke for him, but... And here's Birder, the tallest member of the Ginyu Force. And he is nicknamed the Blue Hurricane. Which is actually his ultimate move is actually pretty decent when you're fighting multiple opponents. And here's the tiny man himself, Guldo. I don't think he was nicknamed anything. But yeah, apparently Guldo has bad breath. Because I know Vegeta commented that at some point. And his special ability is able to freeze opponents in time as long as he can hold his breath. Which is actually a pretty fair trade. You get to freeze someone for as long as you can, as long as you hold your breath. That's a really fair trade to me. In my opinion, I think the power would be overpowered to the point if he could just... It just takes key control to do it. Like, he could easily have the best key control if that was his ability's requirement. And every single one of his fights would be over before it began. Come on, give me. Okay, so far this is not going too bad. And it hasn't looked like Ginyu's trying to use his special ability. No! Ooh! I'm not doing that again. Because if he changed bodies with me, as you can see, his health bar is very low. That's what my health bar would end up being when I switched to his body. Like, if I got him down to the point of one hit could kill me, or, well, kill him, and he switched us, that's how many hits it would take to kill me, because his health and body would become my body. Which I find kind of trash. But I guess that's fair, since you can't use his body to switch back, because you don't know the technique. But yeah. So far, Ginyu's the first opponent besides... I think Ginyu and Nappa
I'll show you.
are the ones that I didn't completely just flatten out when fighting him, but also didn't just completely get wrecked to the point I had to do a need to clutch this fight. But yeah, one of Captain Ginyu's signature techniques that anyone could learn if they train under him is called the Milky Cannon. Which is supposed to represent the Milky Way galaxy. But I never understood the fact that it moves crazy slow. Like, you could easily outrun it if you were in a wide open area. Come on, Ginyu. Darn it. Looks like I'm not gonna land a Big Bang Kamehameha anytime soon. Come on, Ginyu. And there it is. The Milky Cannon itself, which is... like he did, he used it right when I was on top of him. That's how most slow traveling attacks are best used. Like the Big Bang Kamehameha. You have to use them somewhat when your opponents are close by, but not close enough that they could, while it's charging, reach through the attack and cancel it out before it's done charging.
This cannot be.
But yeah. We are now on the last round of Ginyu. So far this hasn't been too bad. I wonder how badly I'm going to defeat Ginyu with my ultimate version of myself. He's probably going to have a good chance, but not a crazy good chance. Because I know I've got Final Shine and everything. I'm not going to be relying on my ultimate attack only because Potential Unleashed does not, in this game, give you the ability of unlimited ki when using your attacks. You know, I wonder what would have happened if Frieza sent the Ginyu Force instead of Raditz, Vegeta, and Nappa to Earth to collect the Earth Dragon Balls. Like, would we have had the same effects, or... I don't know. I think it might have been might be a completely different timeline where they just get destroyed, Frieza becomes immortal. I guess eventually Vegeta will get fed up and stop Frieza. I guess it would be cool, but it wouldn't be as cool as the original timeline. Okay, so far Ginyu's been able to land a few hits on me only because I've been messing around. Let's use a Broly move. Sweet. Finish him off with a gigantic Omega. Nice! Okay guys, that was the last round of Ginyu. Captain Ginyu of the Ginyu Force. And he was managed to defeat me once, which was my second loadout, which is still pretty weak. But yeah. Okay, here's Ginyu. Held up fairly well against me, but not good enough to defeat me. To the point where I would have lost this round of the tournament. And if you guys have been watching up to this point, which I'm pretty sure, at least I hope most of you are, here's where we do the sneak peek of our opponent for next time. And here's the opponent. God of Destruction himself, Lord Beerus. And I bet some of you are wondering, am I going to fight Whis after him? No, I will not be fighting his attendant slash teacher, Whis. So yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about from going to 0 to 100 real quick. From going like Nappa, Ginyu to Dragon Ball Super level. Crazy up in here. But yeah. I hope you guys liked the video. You guys should like, comment, subscribe. Please comment so I can know what else you guys want to see, and if you want me to do another version of this tournament with heroes only this time. Like I can fight, heck, I might even fight Vegito or GT Goku. Maybe I might even do a Goku Super Saiyan 4 if you guys want me to do a hero only Tournament of Power. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.